you for waiting for those that did. I appreciate it. I had to get some crunchies and handle some stuffs. What are you doing? All right, let's do this. We got to make her a fabricator. Yeah, I had some cereal, and then I've got some. I'm making clotted cream for my mom. I forgot to start it earlier before the stream, so I started a little bit late, and so it's got to be in there for like between 10 and 12 hours, which I started it a little bit earlier, but yeah, anyway. So I had to check on that. I gotta research it first. Okay, getting the flow. Let's get back in the flow. All right, so I've already got that unlocked. Now to the fabricator. Yes. Go ahead and do this. Brains. There's a fabricator. There we go. All right, let's throw that over here. And then it better tell us to make the still suit. All right, what we got to do to make a still suit? Should be in here. That's makeshift. Did I not unlock the still suit? I thought I unlocked it. I didn't lock it, did I? Or did I unlock it? Yeah, I unlocked it. All right. Makeshift, makeshift, makeshift. Here we go. All right. Oh, we have it on us already, so we're good to go. All right, crafting. You can see the cube behind my face. And then it'll go up in the top. Once it's done, each piece. Take it. And let me sure if I have any. Did I get any power stuff on me? If I do, dropped it in. Yeah, I dropped 129 cells in. Great. And then use you. I'm going to start equipping it. I don't know. How good is that? 15 versus 3. I might keep the scavenger hood, but oh, so this is just for the protection. Okay. Yeah. I never really use a Fremen suit. I always push for there's another armor later on you get, and that's usually what I live in. So the beginning is just like blah 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 blah, go through it. And that's the sound I make too when I go through it. Blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? And there with you. We are gonna grab you because that is for a quest that we might be starting soon. So that's good. Actually, let's deposit that. The Solari is in the hole now. I don't need the EMF generator or this right now. We can learn you. Not really. You get things that have more pockets that you can ride around with. There we go. F. All right, still suit. There we go. Now we've equipped it. I gotta put the helmet on too, I guess. I keep pressing E because of another game.
Impressive, off-worlder. Just remember, if you didn't connect the tubes between the caths and the thigh pads just right, you'll be drinking your own liquefied feces. And that does not count as hydration, by the way. I have good news, off-worlder. My leg has recovered enough that I will risk it to move forward. I know a place in your sector where we can meet. Craft a survey device so you can figure out how to get there and join me.
All right, so now we need to go ahead and unlock the refinery. So that's in here. 6. Refinery there, and we'll do this one. And let's put you over a little bit, maybe right here. There we go. And this should pull max. and they want us to do this surveying stuffs. My inventory wise, wait, I think that I can probably, how many darts do I have? I have 515. That's not bad for this moment in time. And we're gonna get a way to handle old gear at some point. I hope it's in this version. Oh, we have people out there. There's people out there. Let's be patient. If we run across people, we run across people. It's just been fun. It's been fun. I don't think I can shove this one in there, but we can probably try. I did. Nice. I fit it in the hole. Good job. Good stuff. All right. Put these in there. And that did... It's 57. I really don't like having that much on me. Thought we had those machine parts somewhere. I guess I got rid of that. I can make... How many do I have? 11. Let's pull enough to make another 9 and then loot that as we go. Of the healing bandages. Whatever. If it's 10, it's 10. If it's whatever, it's whatever. And it should already be queued up, so I shouldn't have to worry about keeping in my inventory. It's 21 volume. That's not bad. Let's just put this in here. There we go. That works for me. All right, that should be done. And research the surveying kit. This gives us the good thing about this. So to continue on with the quest, you got to find a really high point to shoot the survey, and it unlocks an area of your map to see. Luckily, where we got our base at is right next to a spot we can use, unless they change that too. So we'll find out. Just right here, and then the probes. And if I remember right, probes were worth a decent amount of the vendor, so you could use it to make some Solaris pretty decently. That might have got nerfed too. I don't know.
Did you get a probe made?
Oh yeah,
Good.
I did.
Static discharge from the sandstorms makes map data extremely unreliable on Arrakis. But if you can get it high enough, a handheld probe can gather enough local data to give you a snapshot of the region. Climb somewhere high and fire off the probe. Just don't let the Sardaukar spot you.
All right, so on top of the ship is where I've been able to do it before. We'll see if it'll work. Is this one here? Yep. And see how it's probing everywhere?
Very good. I'm going to the Griffin's Reach trade post. Come and find me there. Just remember to be careful crossing the sands. Move from rocky ground to rocky ground. Learn how far you can move on sand before the worm comes. And remember, look both ways before you cross the desert.
That is actually good advice. So what that just did is the zone we're in, it completely unlocked like the visuals of it. It doesn't give you all the specific little POIs, but it will give you the outpost or whatever where you go get intel from, which is nice. I think it does, doesn't it? No, it doesn't even do that. That was just me running through there, I think. Or does it? I don't remember. No, it's just, it does give it to you. Does it? It does. What does it do? Yes, it does. It does do it because there's your collectibles there, 3 of 8. And then there's resource. There you go. So that gives you an idea of stuffs. Let's get out of the sun. Gonna go drop this stuff off. We're gonna grab copper and we're gonna head over to the place. The place is over here. And that is like a hub for the zone. If you don't choose Trooper as your starting class, there is a trainer there, but you have to do quests to unlock it and everything. I like the Trooper enough for my starting period, so.
Bye.
There you have a good one right there. Have a nice day. They might be lagging out. They might be Hrothgaring right now. How you doing there? You doing good? Yep, they're following their friend, I bet. Keep wanting to go in that hole for some reason. I feel like I need to put a window here now. Anyway, let's drop this off. No, highlight this one. There we go. I don't care about that. I gotta take it off my hotbar. And I'll drop the copper off here. And we have extra of that. Let's go ahead and not do anything with it. We're good. Use it. Cool. We got a full 20. Am I using it? I am. Okay. We got a full 20 stack of bandages. We're good there. I can repair this on the go. Or make a new one if I need to. I'm good. Let's roll. We need to go and get copper on the way, though. Nice. Nice again. And let's go. So happy Friday, everyone. Thank you for joining. Hope you're all having a wonderful day, beginning of your weekend. I am very much hype about this. I've been very much hype about it for a while, but it's nice to be able to share with y'all some of the game. It's nice of Funcom to do the event that they're doing. I know they've released, the YouTubers have had several weeks to get videos for you too, so. But this is a streamer-only server, so it's kind of fun. Main gripes. I have to be. I'm under a binding for so I can only really just talk majorly about what's in this build, which is early game, mid game. I don't like the chat not being able to be hideable for permanently. That's not even a real thing when it comes to gameplay. I enjoy the progression a lot. That's a big defining factor on how well progression feels. The balance of exploration, POI pushing, and other factors that affect your progression feel very well done. And I will say, playing it with everything, it feels like I'm on Arrakis. Like in my brain hole, it's like I'm not like, oh, it's another desert. Yes, it's a desert, but it's still, they've done a good job in conveying the feel of Dune. Too. So that's another thing. I favorite part with that, I guess. Something that would be negative. See, a lot of the stuff that's kind of negative are more like things you got to overcome, and then you eventually get stuff that make it easier to do. Like the water thing kind of sucks really bad at the beginning, but you have this part of your progression, and as you progress, it becomes easier and easier to manage. Does that make sense? So I'm not trying to be all happy, you know, positive guy about like the game and be on like anyone's teat or anything like that. But and I'm just being honest with you, my thoughts. And I don't even think it's a bad thing. I'd like to have a bigger starting building size, but you eventually get a bigger size thing too. So, you know, I don't know if there's much negative. Some of the UI stuff and social stuff is kind of a pain. It was a pain, but I mean, that's minimal. Is that valid answers for you? Is that what you're asking for? And welcome to the stream, by the way. If you don't like PvP either, it's not required, but it is some of the end game stuff. But most of your stuff going on is PvE, like a lot of PvE work that supports the machine too. If you end up needing EMF, whatevers, and the microfibers, the sieges are what you hit up. The EMF generators, the microfibers, you hit up these to get them. There we go. Oh, it did spawn. Nice. There's a broken ornithopter, right? No, it's no, it's not. They have one of these. Okay, it's a whatchamacallit. I remember. Oh, I can't talk about that. Never mind. Sorry. There's some of us that, other than myself and in our community, that had NDA early stuff too. So I was reflecting on something that I'm not allowed to talk about. So anyway, sorry. I try not to do that, but brains. How you doing right there? You doing pretty good?
Hello.
Hey. What are you doing today? You having a good night day out here? I'm not sure I heard you what you say right there.
I understand. Yep. Calm down, Boomhauer.
Well, I'm talking about right here. It's nice to meet you, though.
Later, man. Have a good one.
Sorry. Sorry. I don't think his mic was working that well either, because he's cut in and out. But I don't know. I was trying not to cut him off either, so I don't know. I don't know what to say. Merry Christmas. Just having a good day, having fun times. Worms right around there. So we're headed up to this right there, where you see that obelisk looking thing. That's where we're headed to. Yeah, it's part of this chain. If I didn't choose the way the unlocks worked at the beginning of the stream, I could already have had it going. I'm not really in a rush, just trying to show you all the aspects of the game too, so. We will soon. So you can cheese up this a little bit. We're not really cheesing, but... Why go all the way around when you can climb?
Alas, Offworlder, it seems my fame precedes me even here, at the arse end of the Haga Basin. Your Emperor's lackey, Count Fenring, has put an obscene bounty on my head. And while I'm flattered to be his great boogeyman, the added attention is making life complicated. Take a look around. There's a contract on the board that might interest you, but be careful. Civilized men are not to be trusted.
So this is like a hub. This gentleman here.
Stop. Stand still for a moment. I can see it in the way you stand, the way you walk. You've been through the training. You're a trooper.
Yes, my mentor was an old house trooper.
I thought as much. I still have an eye for talent. Used to be a trooper myself. Even fought in a few battles you've even heard of. Not so much now.
I want to learn from you.
As much as I would love to take your Solaris, it seems you're already familiar with basic soldiering. I can teach you no more.
Do you know who can help me?
Arrakis may have a seasoned trooper or two willing to take you on.
So this is the guy you go to if you want to, well, you want to unlock your Shuri, I would think. But it gives you another quest line. You've got contracts on the board over here, which we'll get to in a second, and then you got old boy here.
Hey, stop. I know the face of every sand-sucking bandit, scavenger, and merc from here to Harko, and I don't recognize you. So perhaps you'll give us the courtesy of who you are? And while you're at it, why our airspace is crawling with Sadukar.
Say nothing.
Not a talker, eh? Well, the rules at Griffin's Reach are simple. You pay up front and don't cause trouble, or we'll toss you into the storms. Good?
I'm going to nod.
Name's Mir. I do the trading and the talking. My silent partner here does the fighting. And there's the contract board in the corner, if you need work.
Goodbye. Let's go do the contract thing first. So pick up the scrap metal. We're going to pick up all the ones in the area. So there we go. Scrap metal, copper required. Do you have what it takes, which is a crossing one, and then vehicle. So this is all the south ones right now. So we'll pick up this one right now. So we have to deliver 40 copper to here, which we have. So now that I've already grabbed the copper before we got here, it says deliver items, which I'm going to do that now. And then you take this and press E to deposit and deliver. And then once you do it, you contact the issuer. So now they've already delivered it. Now we contact them. Finally, I've waited weeks for that copper. It's damn hard to trying to run an efficient scrap business when the quality of salvage contractors keeps dropping. Nothing but unreliable slackers like that Nasir. He's probably passed out in a Simuta den somewhere. Anyway, you've proven you can deliver, so I might have some more work for you. And he's going to offer... Let's close this out. We should have another one then. I gotta make sure that one's there. Let's go ahead and buy a unique Hajari schematic. So this litter johns are like a drinky drink.
You keep coming back like this, I'll have to stop calling you stranger. Stranger.
I'm here to trade. So we're gonna buy a Hajar litter john. It costs 500. And this is a one-time use schematic again, which I think this has like a couple more drinks out of it. So we'll grab one. That's what the quest says. There we go. And then pick up a contract scrap metals wrecking crew again. We're going to learn the schematic. Let's see, where's it at? The wrecking crew. Issued by him, scrap credits, miners, note, there's money to be made from delivering copper ore to Griffin's Reach. I've already, oh, okay.
You're going to find, Offworlder, that Arrakis is a planet of unique opportunity. No former prisoner would ever have access to the military technology of the Great Houses. But with the war, chaos reigns. Ships crash and are shot down, sometimes spilling military-grade materials onto the sands. The Fremen know the ways of the desert and how to do a lot with very little. The Imperium, on the other hand, have infinite resources and the production capacity of countless worlds. Plunder them, Offworlder. There is a shipwreck near here. Slip inside and claim your share of the spoils.
So there we go. That's actually right where we built at. I'm going to go ahead and turn in, here's this, here we go. So this wrecking crew, so as long as you do the next one, the first scrap metal, you'll also get a contract to go to the same place we're going to now. And this chain of contracts kind of follows through what we're about to start doing for our main storyline. So there's Alcyon as well. But the thing is, I already have the Halt's amplifier from earlier, so I can go ahead and deliver it. Typically, though, you wouldn't go in there already, but I'm already ahead of the game by one. So we'll deliver it, and then we'll go ahead and contact the issuer. You got the amplifier. Great work. The great houses don't like to admit it, but they deal with scrap merchants all over Dune, picking clean wrecks and corpses to equip the next lot sent out to die. Oh, well, at least my business is booming. So there is still more you can do. I have buyers who pay good money for Fremen-made goods. The Fremen may be gone, but you can still find plenty of equipment in caves scattered around the Haga Basin south. Explore a few caves, collect some of that gear, and I'll cut you in on the profits. Accepting contract. And I hit up the micro sandwich fabric already, and the EMF generators on the way here by hitting up those little sieges or whatever. So we'll deliver it. And there's this one. So deposit, deliver, and then this and deliver. And contact issuer. Nice work. Most off-worlders think Fremen were just a bunch of savages, but they made quality goods. No one's ever matched their moisture seal tech, and their mechanisms stand up to the harshest conditions. Pity most scavengers have a superstitious fear of salvaging Fremen gear, but since you're braver than most, maybe you can help me with something else. I have a client who needs something recovered from an Imperial testing station. He's looking for an old poison snooper. Why? Who knows? But he's paying well. The station's not far from Griffin's Reach. Be careful if you go there. A band of scavengers have laid claim to the place, and they've been hearing bad things about them. And I'm going to accept, we already got accepted, right? We should already have it. So we now have 2 contracts to go into the research station. Yeah, to you too. So there, yeah, we have that one now, good. And we can choose a track in here as well. So we've got 2 to go to the station now. Let's go do the wreck of the Alcyon, because that one will also lead there. And from that, we'll get stuff that we can use to make our vehicle with. I'm so glad we get to play this some live. You know how hard it is to find time to play. So far, I've really enjoyed the systems they have put in, like, you know, the sandworm and things like that. So I do too, Talson. I do too. There's also a radio. If you like some of the old Dune games, they have a radio. I can't play it because it's not the copyright on it and stuff like that. But you can play the old Dune game soundtracks while you're playing this game as well. Well, I am. That's awesome, Vito. Thanks for letting me know. So that was really cool when they did that too. Again, that's like a if you care thing, you know? Do you think so, Mojo? Yeah, y'all see what I guess some of you all that are here, you know why I've been so hyped about it? Does it make sense? Like why I say this is, you know, and people are like worried about it being like MMO-ish, more like the bad side of the MMO-ish, and I think it's more on the good side currently. Endgame stuff will be interesting again, but I think if you don't find value in the PvP, there's still a support thing to do in a group to make value at the end to help with that, which brings back profits for some other things for us to do. I'm not trying to be too vague, but I have to be. So I think there's a value across the board if you like the basic gameplay loops that you're seeing already. I love pushing POIs. I've always liked dissecting them. That's one of my favorite things in Fallout, Far Cry, things like that. And that's where we're going to be here soon, the testing station. It might already be cleared when we get in there. So they're not instances. But again, all the important stuff like loot boxes and quest items are available, except for maybe the last boss. Then you have to wait for respawns on that, but it's not horrible. I feel that way too, and I feel again the MMO-ish multiplayer side is kind of along like the Division kind of thing-ish a little bit too. It's not necessarily like the stagnated version of MMO. Last thing you want to do is get hit by the starter car beam of light while you're in the crossing. Wow, that base looks really cool. I wonder who built that base right there. Oh my God. That's pretty cool. The cool thing too now about the water situation is if we're traveling, we can just, if we're low on water and we're out of blood, we just go to POI, clear out NPCs, take their blood, and move on. And that's pretty cool. feel like I'm hitting the wrong hitbox or something. I can't wait to get the next weapon. That's the weapon I really end up liking. That was a bad idea, but hey, it hurt it. I should be full on stuff, right? Yeah. There's some up top that'll shoot down too. Gotta be careful. I have that knife now too. Oh, they're up top over there. Let me grab it. Going. Cleared them then. There's a hole right in the ground right here that I know some people have fallen through like multiple times in a row. Just saying. Don't ask me who they are or why. I know. Get wrecked. I'm also wearing the steel suit, so it doesn't have as good of armor as the last one did, but it does help reduce the amount of loss of water. There's the Karpov 38 is the next one. And the scavenger set, yes. And I already got a Karpov from this one. Nice. 2 of them. That's my preferred. I don't know what it is. I guess it's like the Dune AK, you know? Right? Let's go, let's go, let's go. All right, so let's go in here, and I'm gonna make the scavenger rags, which is actually I prefer that over the still suit personally. And we'll make a new Scarpov. So let's go here, research. And there we go, Karpov. Let's put that in there, that in there, that in there, because again, we're going to break it down. Oh, we do have the Caleb Drinker now. Again, we'll probably craft that instead of the other one. Research that. I should have 2 of those now. Should just hold E for quick deposit. And we have that as well. I'm going to put that back here. And we're keeping all that. Let's just get a drink and refill this. There we go, we're good. All right, so let's get the... Let's do a Kayla Drinker. And then a Karpov. And the scavenger set, which is what I want. Right? Is that what this is? It's a scavenger, right? Yes. Switch this guy out with you. We'll get this guy off of me too. I'm gonna put away a little bit of the metal. Messed up with that. Still used to the freaking Dragon Wilds like hotkeys. I did Dragon Wild hotkeys again too. It's FT equip, John. Still suit, still suit. Still suit. My scavengers, what? No. I'm after there. It does. I'm just trying to put stuff back in them. I've been carrying around the metal, so I was putting it away. Are you for as excited as the words are I can't say, sir? All right, is that what you call that? Okay. I will pretend that's acceptable. Hey, hi Matt, how you doing? This is the beginnings of the good armors for me. And let's make a few more rounds right quick. Or darts, I'm sorry. Let's do 10. All right, so now we... Did I not research everything? Oh, I didn't research that. My bad.
I've crossed the Vermilius Gap, Off-worlder, and I still haven't shaken my unwanted followers. I'm afraid I must delay our reunion until... well, I fear drastic measures might be required. But fear not, Off-worlder. You've come this far alone. I'm impressed. You're a long way from that mewling mauler I dragged from the wreckage of the Proteus. Listen, you'll need a vehicle to cross the sands to the Paranorth and reach the gap. But vehicles require components that aren't created here on Arrakis.
I'm glad you're doing good on
Arrakis
that.
has a long history.
I think it's an
Off-worlder.
amazing game.
More than you might imagine. Some things, like the Imperial testing stations, contain echoes of the past. But more importantly, they contain stockpiles of components you'll need. Just be careful. Those old ruins are a beacon for all kinds of scum.
I will say, I guess the only thing I'm hoping I don't know about is their content release for like long term, like mid long term and long term release. Like as long as they continually release stuff that maintains like people's like excitement for the game, I think it'll do just great. I think it'll do great. And it seems like they're doing a good job of hitting both, like a good PvE amount of stuff along with the PvP-ness. So now we've got 3 reasons to go into the testing station. We have it to unlock the planetologist tier 1 skill tree. We have a contract to go in there, and now our main journey / quest is leading us there. So it's time to get in the hole. Again, it's pretty busy out, so it might already be cleared when we get there, but we'll see. Yeah, I've been testing it since like August. I'm at like, and as a creator with Funcom, and it releases June 10th. Early release is June 5th. We'll be in from June 5th and pushing hard for at least a week and a half. I didn't even bother to look. It might be like that's what Sabo was asking earlier. I've never bothered to care to look. To be honest, like I just see it and because I don't really care. Why you gotta be? Why can't you just keep mysterious, Ever? How you doing, Ever? Good to see you. So like that's what I do. I quit hiding behind rocks because it ain't working. Yeah, your face. Wait, that was you being nice. Let's go. Back in the shade right when I was going to hit heat stroke. Range is out. Range. I thought I'd been hitting him before that far away, but whatever. You like a deduce? I like a deduce. We can start sucking them again. You like that, don't you? Like this is kind of like a medium longer range for me, I guess. Kind of like a bush gun, if you will, like a Marlin 30-30 or something. The way it feels like it's semi-automatic, not like a Marlin. Marlin's lever action, but still, it has that kind of feel of like utility. Grab that just so I can do some more darts. I also wasn't in a rush too, so it gave a chance that people don't know the game to have already done most of this beginning stuff out of the way, because the servers opened up about an hour or an hour and a half before I started the stream. So hopefully most of them got in your crotch. So hopefully they got most of their parts done. I'm trying to move! I'm stuck! I was stuck there. I'm stuck. Oh, that sucks. I'm stuck again. What is going on? I was stuck. Like, I was stuck on that person. I've not had that happen before. I've not had that happen before. Huh. Okay. Like the guy that I had just stabbed there, it would not let me get off of it and move. I stabbed him and I was trying to back up and get out, and it kept me there. And then it finally went through a thing. That's interesting. That's kind of lame, but whatever. We'll go back at our stuff and kill him. That felt like I lost the player agency there. I mean, it's not that big of a deal to get back over there, but still, that sucked. Make a few darts just so I can get in there and clear it. Darts, max. I already had him. Yeah, well, this is the first time I've had that happen though. I've got probably over 100 hours in it. And I've not had that happen before. I've had server issues. This didn't feel like a server lag issue to me. That felt like something else. You know, there's you know how I'm saying there's like the rubber banding that'll happen in there. It didn't feel like that. It felt like something else. Like you saw, the reason why I'm making a thing out of it is just I hadn't felt that really before. Again, I'm being honest with you. We've had rubber banding before where they're testing server instability and stuff like that, which is part of the process, but go ahead and pop this. Today is a streamer server only day. This is a special event to share the game with folks live. YouTubers were allowed to release their stuff too today. They separated. You couldn't do both. You couldn't do both. Trust me. And I haven't been as strongly active with the YouTube. I have the other. Anyway, regardless. So this is a special event. This is a different version of the game that's even currently now that's prepping for beta. Beta is in May. There's a sign up for it if you're interested in going in it. They're gonna. I think it's large scale testing then. And trust me, I have farmed this POI a lot. I've never had an issue like thinking about where I've gotten stuck because I had before. That's just the thing. So whatever, it is what it is. I mean, like one time I got stuck. Okay, that's not the end of life, you know. Whatever. Maybe in the moment of it happening, yeah, then that's usually, but whatever.
That should work.
Yes, actual human live proof of 22 other souls chasing this galleon. Instead of taking his patrol time of 2 hours to actually, chase things down, so on and so forth, and return home, he decided to chase this galleon, I shit you not, for 19 hours straight. Across 28 sectors, and then finally say, well, I guess we're not going to catch it after all. I'm not kidding.
How you doing there?
Insane.
Yes, he is clinically insane.
I don't know why. Why do you trust him with the bike after knowing that story?
Well, I thought perhaps he had changed. It turns out he had not. I encourage you to say the phrase "galleon" around him.
You saw that too? He was deep in his deepness. Not interrupt people when they're in the middle of their shtick, but you might like some of you might. The architecture in here again feels really Dune-ish. Not Dunedain, but Dune-ish. Dresden, you pressed the button. Good job. I can't clap because we're in a danger zone, but good job. Oh yeah, we gotta go down. Where's the hole? There it is. Now it's green. Oh yeah, there wasn't much at the beginning. I can clap now. Sorry. Hey, Dresden.
Collins has been acting real strange since finding that corpse with the Telexu satchel. I don't trust him. Keep an eye out next time you're out on a salvage run. If he starts acting weird, dart him.
Lottie Darty. We likes to party. I think I'm good on darts.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Welcome to Desert Botanical Testing Station number 2. I am the station supervisor,
I
Dr.
too,
Ronald
also
Greer.
number 2.
The ultimate mission of these stations is to find or engineer
There's sometimes chests in here too,
capable of thriving in the
like there.
extremely arid conditions
And you
of
want to hit up the chest because they got the
A
special
true
things you
challenge,
need.
as I'm sure any visitor who has traveled through the barren rocks and sand above will agree. Our first task has been the installation and testing of wind trap units, capable of reclaiming moisture from the atmosphere. I'm pleased to report complete success.
Oh, it's been feeling fine for half a year. What do you mean? This is early.
I thought I could trust.
Sector
I
weather alert.
thought.
A large sandstorm is
I
approaching.
thought I could trust Juice.
It's an early game. Through beginning of mid, I believe. It was available for today, but it's only up for 16 hours.
Last night, and the bastard whispered back, I did. They're all in league against me. All of them. Huh? But
And how you doing tonight, Dresden? Why have a servo when you can have a servox? Right?
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
I know. I'm in a hole though, so we're fine, right? Yes, someone's been through here. Enemies are down. There's usually a lot of heat through here. So we'll just loot the stuffs. That's one of the quest items there. There we go. Got a power pack marker 1 there. Pass on that. So if you can't tell, green lights. There is a passive dispenser belt. That's a recipe, right? That's a recipe. No. Yes. No. We got it already. Yes, we do. Not. Is that it? No, it's not the one. Oh, that's the one that protects us from falling. There's one that lets you floaty time too. I don't want to play it. I'm skipping it. Now we gotta go down into the hole. Are you guys ready to go in the hole? Are we excited? This is normally a fun fight getting down in here, but whatever. I didn't expect it to be. Is that the only one in here? Or are they just now respawning around me? That'd be great. There's another few Servox and some Solari. I've done this with a group of 4 total, which made it kind of trivial-ish, but it still was fun. And the thing is, each container is individualized, so everyone could loot stuff. And we need those for the bike. Hence why we got the inner quest. Now, here's one of the parts where yellow. It's not paint, at least, though, right? And trolls with this door, I'm telling you, if you knew what I knew. Servoc. And here's the case. There's a station of records there. There's a couple of bike pieces, too. I must be... No, I'm not. It's not... See, the thing is, it's not like a standard issue MMO, in my opinion. Except for the end game, which is PvP, large-scale combat, deep desert type stuff that could happen. Up until that point, there's little PvP sections, like little tiny sections. And then the rating size, like I've been done stuff with a small groups, and I've been able to accomplish you can pretty much accomplish everything solo if you want to. There's just the MMO aspect. It is close. The volume of people on a server is the MMO side, really, in my opinion, and then the very end game thus far. Is that answer? Hey, whoa. They're respawning now. Oh, squish goes the body. But it's fun to do things too with the groups, you know. Honestly, like if you like POI pushing. I mean, I did like stuff with 4, maybe 5 people at points in the game, you know. It didn't necessarily require, but your mode of fun might not be that too. I'm not trying to be vague, but that is like a what's the right word for that? There's a word for what I'm trying to say. That is, each individual has their own definition for what that means. Boss is in here. Yeah, we can break it with concentrated fire. Did they change the room? They changed the room. I don't remember this being like this. Usually it was grooved and everything. Yeah, they changed the room. There used to be little higher parts and lower parts. Did they lock it behind you? Yeah, they did. They did change the room. There's a boss I gotta fight over there, by the way. He should respawn sometime. There we go. That's the schematic I want there. The Emperor's Wings. So you can only make one version of that. It is really handy dandy. I really, really, really like that one. Floaty time. It's legit floaty time though, not like bad floaty time. I need him to spawn, please. Yeah, they did change this room though. Did they get rid of him? The previous folks take a while to kill them or something? Okay, I gotta report back for that one. Just gotta deliver that, so that part's done. And then that quest is done. This room was different. So I guess I'm not supposed to talk about that, am I? Damn it.
Once the beast has made his selection, return the remaining items to Bijas at once. Exercise
You Bijas, watch out!
in the handling of these items, as the bioagents contained within are unstable and may prove extremely hazardous.
Did they get rid of him? Alright, I'm not gonna sit around and wait. I mean, I got the stuff I need. There's usually a guy you fight there that's decently tough, that has heavily shielded. It's kind of fun. So
Welcome to Desert Botanical Testing Station number 2.
or he just got. We had the other NPCs spawning on me, but it usually doesn't take forever to kill the boss. But it might have been for somebody, I guess. There's a front room here we need to go to, though. It has all the shinies in it, too. Gonna get myself some shinies. Somebody dropped that. Yeah, so that's still here. You end up farming this some, depending on how you push your progress for the mats that you get from here, because you only get these mats from, well, at this point, from this place. And so in the end, it ends up being nice if people have already cleared it, because you just go through, hit all the chests, and then you get servlocks and the other thing. And capacitors. Let's just see if he respawns. Or if I can even go back through there. Yeah, I still can.
Welcome to Desert Botanical Testing Station number 2. I am the station supervisor, Dr. Ronald.
No. All right, whatever. Maybe it's bugged.
I'm pleased to report complete success, both with the installation and functioning of the device.
All right, so since we're here, we're gonna go up and talk to the planetologist. And get that, the planetology unlocked. That to me is pretty fun because of the QL stuff you get. I don't know, some people might be like, that's boring stuff. I enjoy seeing, I enjoy getting the QL stuff. Quality of life. Come on. You can ski the jump sometimes like I was doing there to get up higher quicker. Can I grab it, please? Thanks. Let's go. talking about stamina. You're crazy. Hello.
You've come back. You don't know how rare that is on Arrakis. Have you done as I asked?
I've brought you the manifest. Deliver the manifest.
You have? That's incredible. I thought those crazies down there would keep me stuck here forever.
Next.
Oh, wonderful. Say what you will about the old empire, but they knew how to keep a record.
I believe you offered to teach me something about planetary ecology.
Yes, of course. I haven't forgotten. Pay attention. Life, all life, is in the service of life. There. Though I must confess, I wasn't expecting such an apt pupil. It was more like you were remembering than learning. Odd.
Goodbye. All right, now we have planetology unlocked. We can go over to it. So this allows us to start working on this tree. This is drop a dispenser device that launches yourself and targets into the air, useful for navigation and traversal. Abilities must be equipped and activated from the ability bar. Cut array mining. Your understanding of structural mineral composition yields to an increase in the resource yield when using a cut array. Yes, please. View next level. So we need to unlock the advanced planetologist to get the next level, and it takes 2 skill points. Dew gathering. Careful manipulation of the Holtzman field on the Dew Reaper allows you to increase water yield, which is going to be important later. Tinkering your power pack allows you to increase the recharge rate. I'm going to learn that. There we go. You develop an understanding of analysis mode of mining the cut array. Your bonus yields are increased. Yes, I'll take that. Gonna skip on that for the moment. Let's hold on that and then go back to my trooper. This is a technique. Which, body damage 20%, headshot damage down 50%. I'll take that. I'll do some blind bane shooting later. We need to find the advanced trooper for that one. Okay, field maintenance. You know how to strip down and clean your weaponry, slowing the durability cost of firing weapons and tools in hostile environments. I'm going to take that. Where am I at with points? Points up. I got 3 left. Your skill that repair weapons and tools reduce the maximum durability loss of each repair. I will take that too. I'm not using either one of those right now. I will do this. The inexperienced and untrained will flinch in the heat of battle, panicked and unable to remember their basic training. Trooper training prepares you for realities of combat and allows you to use their abilities more often. Technique only takes effect when equipped, 20%. So right now I have 1 technique equipped. I'm going to have 2 after this. Down here are my techniques. And you can equip and unequip them there, which is nice. And that's it. There we go. I'm cool with that. That's a nice little combo there. So we got some... How you doing there? You doing that right today? I guess they aren't. They ain't even talking. Wow. 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 So how rude. All right, so we've got that one done. Let's go turn in our contract since we're here. And then head back to the Hizzle and make the stuffs. Because we're about to do our bike. Yeah. Let's go make the bike. Screw that noise. I might need to get more kappa. What is that? Hello, stranger. Stranger danger. How you been? Oh, yeah, I have the tensor thing. I forgot. How you been? Hey, don't be sorry. It's good to see your face. Come in here apologizing. You better apologize for apologizing. Hey, one thing you guys gotta admit, I have been very friendly. Okay, maybe that's what's running people off. Maybe I've been too friendly. Maybe I need to be a little more like withheld. I don't know. I'll just read it for you out of the sunlight. Protects the user from taking damage from falling. Automatically kicks on at damaging speeds and will persist as long as the user has power. Your power is driven by your power pack. So I have a 100 power pool and it regens 8 per second. So as long as you got that power, you're good. Oh yeah, I generally do. It's just on the server, like there's only like streamers and stuff like that. But I've had a couple cool interactions. I'm talking like Ash Maxwell though. That might be just. I don't know. Both, I think both are scary. My normal voice and then that voice. So at least I laugh. Well, I laugh at myself at both of them, but still. That's our house over there in the middle of our street. Coming. Not really. Anyways, let's make us our bicycle, shall we? Fred ain't got nothing on me. I got my zippy doo. He can't catch me. Because we're professional. All right. Let's first learn the schematicalness. Yes. And we're going to go and craft that too. We don't need old Sparky would be nice. What am I missing for that? Oh, copper ingots. Wait, I thought I had them here. Oh, I use a lot of them. Oh boy. Yeah, we definitely, okay. We're gonna run around and grab some copper real quick. I might need to go to the bathroom real quick and grab a drink. Let's see, let's get some copper going. And I'm gonna have to feed the cat soon too. Let's go ahead and research. So the sand bike, so you've got the whole chassis, engine, tread, PSU. Back seat's an added thing. And then you've got your welding torch and welding wire. That's for repairing. And we'll get that later. Never gonna get it, 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 never gonna get it. Whoa, 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 whoa! All right, this is Emperor's Wings. I will show you why I like this thing a lot. Well, that's crafting. Grab you again. And get the old Sparky up. So now instead of just using my thing, now I can do this. And it works for going up too. So you can use the momentum from the pull shot to move forward fast. It's nice. Again, it really helps with traversal. So that's why I really like that. Because darts are really going to mess up that ship, isn't it? So I have control. Like I can use it to slow my fall too. And that's it there. Yep, old Sparky. Those are 150, but those are about to break. I'll take the 125 just fine. And I'm saving this to break it down later. I'm gonna make fresh ones of these. God dang, boy. God dang. I am not a pack rat. Just saying I don't like the waste crap, you know? And then you go in here. There we go. And then we sort it. Let's go get some water. Let's get a drink right quick. Deposit. So we've got 29 research points. We got one more to finish the journey stuff. It's just a small town Bane. Living in a lonely, I don't know, something. Plane. Lane.